My name is Morpheus Phoenix. I create stories. The stories that I have written have been collected into books, and the stories that have been written about me have been collected into different books. But which is Morpheus Phoenix and which is really me? Perhaps if I share some of these stories with you, you'll be able to tell me. Let me start by a story that I have written about another writer named William. He was born in the English countryside, and at the age of 20 he moved to London. But by that time he was already well practiced in the art of pretending to be someone else. In London he found that profession that he was destined to become, that of an actor who on a stage pretends to be someone else in front of an audience that pretends to believe that he is that other. He took to writing heroic tales and stories and tragedies about great men as his body and flesh pursued the destiny of flesh in the taverns and the brothels of London. His soul was inhabited by the spirit of Caesar, who ignores the prophecies about the Ides of March, of Hamlet, who sees and speaks with ghosts, and Macbeth, who rides on the wilderness plain and converses with witches, who are really the Fates. No man had ever played as many men as this man. And at times he would try to write a hidden confession in his works, believing that no one would ever decipher them. King Richard explains that in his person he plays the part of many men, and Iago curiously claims that I am not what I am. So after 20 years of perpetuating this controlled hallucination, one day he woke up gripped in tediousness and the terror of being so many kings who have died by the sword, and so many lovers who converge, diverge, and melodiously expire. That very day he arranged to sell his theater and return to his native countryside to be with the trees and the rivers of his childhood. Then, before dying, or perhaps after death, he came to the presence of his Maker, and he said, I, who in vain have been so many men, just desire to be one and myself. And then out of a whirlwind, or perhaps it was a burning bush, a voice responded and said, I too am not anyone. I have dreamed worlds as you have dreamt your works, and one of the forms of my dreams have been you, who, like myself, are many and no one, my Shakespeare. Je m'appelle Morpheus Phoenix.